Listen closely. The soft sound of a broom sweeping across the floor. The quiet warmth of tea resting in your hands. These simple moments hold a deeper truth. Most people believe that aging is something that happens to the body, but in reality, it begins in the mind. When the mind becomes repetitive, when it holds onto the past, when it stops noticing the present, it becomes heavy, slow, stagnant, and this is what we call growing old. But youth is not about your age. It is about freshness, awareness, the ability to experience each moment as if it is new. The moment the mind becomes present again, something changes. It becomes light, clear, alive. Today, you will learn 6 simple Zen rituals, not complicated practices, just small daily actions. But when done with awareness, they can keep your mind fresh and your spirit forever young. Number 1, start the day in silence. The way you begin your day shapes the state of your mind. Most people wake up and immediately reach for their phone. Messages, news, notifications. Before the mind is even awake, it is already filled with noise. This creates restlessness from the very beginning. Instead, try something different. When you wake up, don't rush into anything. Sit quietly, even for just a few minutes. No phone, no talking, no distractions. Simply be. Notice your breath. Feel your body. Observe the thoughts that arise. You don't need to control them. You don't need to follow them. Just watch. At first, the mind may feel busy. It may want to jump into planning, worrying, or thinking about the day ahead. But if you stay with the silence, something begins to shift. The thoughts slow down. The body relaxes. The mind becomes clearer. This is the power of starting in stillness. Instead of reacting to the world, you begin from awareness. And this changes how the rest of your day unfolds. You become less reactive, more present, more grounded. The Buddha taught that clarity begins with mindfulness. And mindfulness begins with a single moment of awareness. So each morning, give yourself that moment. Before the world enters your mind, return to yourself. Because the insight is simple. A calm beginning creates a clear mind. And a clear mind carries freshness into everything that follows. Number 2, turn simple tasks into meditation. In Zen practice, even the simplest tasks can become a path to awareness. Sweeping the floor, washing dishes, cleaning your space. These are not just chores. They are opportunities to return to the present moment. In Zen, this is known as soji, cleaning as a form of meditation. Instead of rushing through the task, you slow down. You feel each movement, the motion of your hands, the rhythm of your body, the contact between your feet and the ground. You begin to notice the details you usually ignore, the sound of the broom, the flow of water, the texture of objects. And as you move, bring your attention to your breath. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you move. Let your breath and movement become one. At first, the mind may wander. That is natural. But each time you notice it, gently bring your attention back to what you are doing. No judgment, no frustration. Just return. Over time, something begins to change. The task is no longer boring. It becomes calming. The mind stops rushing ahead. It stops replaying the past. It settles into the present. And in that presence, the mind becomes lighter, less cluttered, less tense, more alive. You are no longer doing the task to finish it. You are simply doing it fully. And this is the insight. When you give your full attention to even the simplest action, the mind becomes quiet. And in that quiet, there is a natural sense of peace. Number 3, drink slowly, be fully present. In Zen, even a single sip can become a complete experience. Most of the time, we drink without noticing. While checking our phone, thinking about the next task, or rushing through the day, we miss the moment entirely. But this simple act can become a powerful ritual. Take a cup of tea, or even just water. Hold it gently. Feel the warmth in your hands. Notice the weight of the cup. Bring your attention to your breath. Then take a slow sip. Taste it fully. Feel the temperature. Notice how your body responds. No distractions, no rushing. Just this moment. In Zen, there is a teaching that each moment happens only once. This sip will never happen again in the same way. When you begin to see this, something shifts. You stop treating moments as small or unimportant. You begin to experience them fully, and in that fullness, the mind becomes quiet. There is no need to think about what comes next. No need to hold on to what just happened. Just this. At first, this may feel slow, but with practice, it becomes natural, and you begin to notice something subtle. Time no longer feels like it is slipping away, because you are no longer rushing through it. You are inside it, and this leads to a simple but powerful insight. When you are fully present, nothing is missing. This moment, as it is already enough. Number 4, pause before you react. Throughout the day, there will be moments that trigger you. A comment, a tone of voice, an unexpected situation. The reaction often happens instantly. The body tightens, the mind speaks, words are ready to come out. But in Zen, there is a simple practice. Pause just for a moment before you respond. Take one slow breath. Feel it fully. Inhale, exhale. This small pause creates space, and in that space, something important happens. You begin to observe. Instead of reacting automatically, you notice what is happening inside you. This is anger. This is frustration. This is tension. You don't need to push it away. You don't need to act on it. Just observe. At first, this may feel difficult. The mind will want to react quickly, but with practice, the pause becomes natural, and over time, your responses begin to change. You speak more calmly. You act more clearly. You create less unnecessary conflict. Because you are no longer controlled by the first impulse. You are choosing your response. This protects your energy. Instead of being drained by every situation, you remain steady. You don't carry the moment with you. You let it pass. The Buddha taught that between stimulus and response, there is awareness, and in that awareness, there is freedom. So each time you feel triggered, remember, pause, breathe, observe, because the insight is simple. Stillness is not weakness, it is protection, and it keeps your mind light, clear, and undisturbed. Number 5, move your body with awareness. In a busy world, the mind often lives far away from the body. We are thinking, planning, worrying, while the body moves automatically. This creates disconnection, and when the mind is disconnected, it becomes restless. One simple way to return is through movement, not fast movement, not exercise for performance, but slow, aware movement. Walking is one of the simplest practices. Take a few minutes each day to walk slowly, not to get somewhere, but just to walk. Feel each step, the contact of your foot with the ground, the shift of your weight, the movement of your body. Let your attention stay with these sensations. If the mind wanders, gently bring it back to the body, step by step. You can also bring this awareness into other movements. Stretching, reaching, even standing. Feel what your body is doing, moment by moment. This reconnects you with the present, because the body is always here. It is always in this moment. When your attention returns to the body, the mind naturally follows. Thoughts slow down. Tension softens. Awareness deepens. You begin to feel more grounded, more stable, more alive. This is not about doing something special. It is about doing something simple with full attention. And this leads to a quiet but powerful insight. The body is your anchor. Whenever the mind drifts into the past or the future, you can return to the body. And when you return to the present. And in the present, the mind becomes clear again. Number 6, let go before sleep. At the end of the day, the mind often continues working, replaying conversations, revisiting mistakes, holding on to what went well or what didn't. Without noticing, we carry the entire day into the night, and this creates heaviness. In Zen, there is a simple practice. Let the day end completely. Before you sleep, take a few quiet moments. Sit or lie down and gently reflect on the day, not to analyze, not to judge, just to see what happened today. Let the moments pass through your awareness, a conversation, a feeling, an action, then one by one, let them go. No holding, no replaying. Success, let it go. Failure, let it go. Thoughts, let them pass. Like leaves floating down a river. You don't need to keep anything, because the day is already over, and holding on to it only creates unnecessary weight. At first, the mind may want to return to certain moments. That is natural. But each time, gently bring yourself back to letting go. Nothing needs to be carried into tomorrow. When you practice this regularly, something changes. Your sleep becomes lighter. Your mind becomes clearer. You wake up feeling fresh, not burdened by yesterday. And this is the insight. A fresh mind begins each day, only when the previous day has been fully released. So before you sleep, allow everything to end and rest in that emptiness, because in that emptiness there is peace. Take a quiet moment to reflect. Youth is not something the body keeps forever, but the mind can. Aging is natural. The body changes. Time moves forward. But the mind does not have to become heavy. It does not have to become repetitive, rigid, or tired. A fresh mind is a young mind, and freshness comes from presence. These simple rituals, silence, awareness, slowing down, letting go, keep the mind open and light. They prevent the accumulation of tension, thought, and emotional weight that makes us feel old. So gently ask yourself, what if staying young is not about time, but about staying present? If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing for more teachings on calm, clarity, and mindful living.